Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy my painting videos. Today is Saturday here in Taipei and I'll be doing beach scene. like lots of palm trees and with the sea or the ocean in the background. So for today's painting tutorial, we'll be using the following acrylic colors. We have titanium white, lots and lots of it because we'll be doing some light play today. Burnt sienna, black, primary blue, and yellow or lemon yellow. If you have green with you, you can use that. I only have with me primary colors and burnt sienna plus black and white. So I'm mixing my colors to achieve other colors, the secondary and the tertiary colors. So I'll be sketching first the subject so that you know where things are gonna go. And for the sketch, I'll be using my good old brush. It's just a small brush that I normally use in sketching. It doesn't matter what brush you use as long as it gets the job done. So alright. Let me just get my burnt sienna. And I'm gonna define or I'm gonna identify where the horizon is gonna go. So maybe about like 1/3 of my canvas paper. My canvas is A3. All right, like that. That's it. That's it. No, I'm just kidding, guys. This is just giving you the idea where the horizon is gonna go. This is the sky. This will be the foreground. But we will background first this area so that we finish first the sky before proceeding to doing some palm trees in the foreground. So I'm gonna get my bigger brush. So this will be the bigger brush. I'm gonna get my blue, my primary blue, and mix it with white. Just gonna go ahead and paint this area, this sky blue color. Okay, I'm making some dark blue colors right here on the left side. We'll make the on the right side we'll make the left side more bright. So we'll be adding more white there, but let's make the right side more blue. All right, and as I reach the midsection of the sky part, I'm just gonna get my white and blue, and we're going to make this side a little more bright. As you can see, I'm not really concerned about the patterns that I make in the sky. I'm just trying to get full coverage first. Okay. Okay, I'm just relayering the sky part. I want to make sure that before we do the palm trees, which will basically cover the background, we want to make sure that the sky is finished. We don't want to go back to that after we've done all the palm trees. So I'm gonna dab onto my white. I'm just gonna remove the excess water from my paintbrush. So I'm just gonna dab it onto my towel and then get my white and mix it with a little bit of black, just tiny bit, just to gray that whiteness down. Again, make sure that we're dry brushing. I'm just gonna create some, okay, maybe this is too dark. I'm gonna apply more white. Let's create some clouds. We will highlight the clouds later. For now, let's just go with the gray first. And since we're dry brushing, we're allowing the brush to create its own patterns. But we're somehow controlling it by doing some circular brush strokes. Okay. Okay, some brighter white right here. Okay, and some scattered clouds. All right, like so, right here. Okay, that's good. Okay, now using some white, I'm gonna add a little bit of, okay, I forgot that we'll be using a little bit of red, but just a little bit. Like maybe this amount of red. And I'm gonna make some violet colors. It's not too violet. Okay, and I'm gonna apply some of these colors right here. Okay, just like that. Let's create some beautiful skies. Applying some hints of violet. And also a little bit here. All right. Like a little bit of purplish colors in the sky. You don't want to overdo this one. Okay, nice. Let's go back to doing some more highlights. Okay, like that. Okay, some clouds like that. No, I like this one. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay. Let's go to the foreground while waiting for the sky part to dry. Remember that this background sky will be covered with some palm trees, but not the whole surface, all right? Not the whole surface area. Gonna wash my brush out. And for the sandy color, since we'll be doing some light play today, we're going to make it quite light. So it's near white. It's near the white color, but it's not really white. So I'm gonna get my white and burnt sienna like this. We're gonna start with this color and some yellow. Okay, like this color. And I'm just gonna apply this color. See that? Right here. Straight. Okay, this time you're going to paint over the sketch line that we use in defining where the horizon is gonna go. Because I use burnt sienna, so I'm gonna paint over that sketch line. All right. Okay, there's too much yellow going on here. We'll be doing some distant waters later. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of black to that white yellowy color, just to grade the color down. I'm gonna apply it right here. Okay, just like that. It seems like there's no color, right? Because we use a lot of white. In fact, I'm gonna get more white because I need more white. Okay. So I'm gonna, oops. So I'm gonna get my white. And I'm just gonna highlight the most distant part of the sand or the foreground. It means near the horizon, so I'm just gonna whiten it. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna allow these colors to dry first before we proceed to doing a lot more details on the foreground. I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna change to my small brush. I'm gonna wet my brush and then get some blue color. So blue plus white, just like the color that we use for the sky. I'm gonna add a little bit of green to make it more turquoisey, but more blue and white. So it should be like this color, like turquoise. And I'm gonna use that to define. Okay, I'm gonna add more white, or to suggest some distant waters. So just paint on top of the horizon line. All right, it should be like that. Okay, now using your primary blue, I'm gonna add a little bit of burnt sienna to that to darken that blue. We're going to create another line on top of that distant waters that we just did. Sometimes I make mistakes. All right, just like that. I will definitely correct this area. All right. Okay, just like that. We will make some corrections later. I'm gonna allow it to dry just like that. Now let's go back to the foreground. So let's create some palm trees, and we'll start with the tree trunks. So I'm gonna get my black and brown burnt sienna. Just combine the two colors like so. And using this color, let's create some lines first. Let's start here because it's still wet. Let's start right here. Maybe here. Okay. Okay, just like that. And then just cover that space in between the two lines that we just did. This will serve as the underpainting for the tree trunks. All right, and then we'll create one more. Your tree trunks could be, you know, more wobbly than mine. It's up to you. Just don't make them too straight because it will not look natural. Okay, maybe here. Okay, and here, because the paint is already dry, I hope. All right. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then maybe more trees right here in the background. Okay, just like that. Okay. Now we can make some leaves, all right? I think this tree trunk is quite big, but I might change it. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, I'm just gonna fix that because I find it too big. So I'm gonna use the same color that I used for the sky. I'm just gonna thin down this tree trunk. It's too big. All right. Okay, just like that. It will be covered with a lot of leaves later, so you will not notice that odd color right there. I'm gonna make it work for us. Okay, I'm just gonna darken. Okay, I'm gonna darken this corner. And in order for me to achieve smoother blending, I'm gonna use my fingers to just blend the colors. Okay. Okay, that dark colors will only serve as a contrast against the light colors. Again, we will be painting over this area with lots of foliage. So any color that you find a little awkward at the moment will be fixed later. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna stop because it's still wet. So I keep on dragging some of the paints here. Let's proceed to doing some palm leaves. And for that, I'll be using the same brush. I'll be getting my black and then blue and yellow to create some dark green colors. I'm gonna add burnt sienna. So it's not super black. You can see the green color as well. So I'm just gonna create some palm leaves. Okay, this is very easy and I think also fun. So let's start here. Okay, just like that. We'll be doing more of detailing later. Okay, let's make some. We'll be using our fan brush later. For now, let's just use the ordinary brush to make some thicker lines. For finer lines, we'll do that later. Okay. Okay, now let's move to the next tree. Remember that this is just preliminary. This is not yet the final look of the palm trees. We're just trying to do some, I still call it underpainting. Very preliminary. Okay, just keep going. Later, we'll be using our fan brush already. Okay, just like that. Okay, now let's go back to the tree trunks since they're pretty much dry. Okay, I'll be using some brown. I'm not washing my brush anymore. Getting my brown and yellow and white. So it's like this color. More brown. We're going to highlight the tree trunks. So I'm gonna use some horizontal lines across the tree trunks. So it should be like this. I'll be using my palette knife to create more details later. For now, let's use the brush. Okay, just like that. I'll highlight right here. This will suggest where the light is coming. Also here, I don't know if I'll be having a hard time with this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my white to lighten even more the highlights. A little bit of brown. Okay, now let's go back. For more highlights. Okay, just like that. And now I'm gonna get my black. Okay, let's create some shadows. Before we go back to the foliage or to the leaves of the palm trees, I'm just gonna create some shadows on the foreground. I'm gonna use another brush to make some large coverage. I'm gonna get my black. Gonna get my white to create some gray. It's like this. Actually, a lot of black. Okay, using this gray color, almost black, you can see here, I'm gonna make some shadows. So just watch as I do some shadows. Okay. Now this is just a preliminary stage for the shadows. We're just trying to know where the shadows are gonna go. Of course, the tree trunks or the trees themselves have shadow. And for the tree trunks shadow, I'll be using the same gray color, only that I'll be adding more white to make it a little less dark. Okay, and we'll be doing the same thing on this area. I'll be adding more white, so it should be gray, but it should not be too gray. All right, I'm just gonna apply. Okay, perfect. Okay, more shadows right here. You know, with the help of colors and shadowing like this, we make our flat objects look more 3D, more like a picture, because that's actually my preference when it comes to paintings. I want my paintings to be as natural looking as possible. Okay. I'm gonna get my black just to make some dark shadows over here. Okay, and I'm gonna extend. Okay, that tree trunk. All right, now I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna use my smaller brush. I'm gonna get my black. Let's fix the tree trunks. Let's create some more definition. I'm gonna darken more. If we brighten the left side, we're gonna darken the right side. It's the same thing. Contrast. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like that. And here as well, make some contrast. Okay, now I'm gonna make some more foliage, but this time I'll be using my lighter green, and let's highlight some parts of the tree trunks with some burnt sienna, just like this. Not all of it, okay, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna get my white and try to highlight even more the tree trunks. Again, not all of that will be highlighted, just a little bit of something. Okay, right here. Again, don't highlight everything, just highlight some areas. All right. Okay, using white, since we're at it, I'm gonna make these areas near the horizon brighter. By applying some white. And I'm even glazing over the shadows. To make it appear more bright. Like it's sunny. Okay. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna get my brown, my burnt sienna, and I'm gonna use this brown to glaze the shadowy part. Now I'm gonna use the same color that we use for the sand. Okay, I'm gonna create some small spaces on the shadowy part. Because it's cascading against the trees. So the trees or the palm trees are not perfect shaped objects. Therefore, there will be spaces in between when the sun hits the trees. Okay, just like that, not too much. All right, I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, let's go back to the shadows. I'm going to make some definition. Okay, and of course the trees. Okay. Right. Okay. Now I'm gonna define even more the foliage because it's not done really. It looks like flat. So I'm gonna get my fan brush. So get your fan brush ready. I'm not gonna wet my brush anymore. I'm just gonna mix my colors to achieve some green. I'm gonna dab onto my blue and yellow and black. So you need to get this color. I'm gonna get my brown to tone that green color down. It should not be super green, like this. And I'm just gonna use my fan brush to create some more details on the palm leaves. Using the fan brush, the ends of the brush, we're gonna make it work for us. Okay, just like that, just adding more details. Now let's go lighter. I'm gonna get my yellow and brown. Okay, remember that I'm not washing my brush. I suggest that you don't wash yours too. So I'm allowing the colors, yellow, brown, and green, to just be present. Okay, like so. I feel like this area is quite empty. Okay, now I'm just gonna slide my brush just like that. I'm gonna dab onto my white. Let's do the same thing. Okay, just like that. Let me check. Okay, it's good. That's way better. Okay, now I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Let's go back to doing some more finer lines on the leaves. I'm gonna get my black, okay? This time I'm using a pointier brush. Okay. Adding some more volume. All right, just like that. Okay, probably more brown because I feel like they're all healthy. Like, it's just not possible all leaves are healthy. I'm gonna do some brown and add white and add yellow. Gonna add more dried leaves. I suggest that too, that if you want your paintings, especially when you're painting nature, to look more natural, try to add more dead leaves. You don't want your plants to look perfect because that looks a little more plastic and just not natural. Okay. I'm gonna get my white and sparingly I'm just gonna highlight some leaves. and also tree trunk to give the painting more light and suggestion of sunlight. Okay, here. Okay, just like that. Also this, oops, okay, just like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna wash my brush out. Let me check. This looks good already. This looks absolutely nice. Okay, I'm gonna get again my burnt sienna. And I'm just gonna apply some of that brownie colors here and there. We want to make sure that the tree trunks looks like tree trunks, not just highlighted piece of wood. Okay. And then some more black on some areas on the shadows. Okay, just like that. And I'm just gonna separate the sand from the waters by gently applying some outline, just like that, very subtle. Okay, just like that. Let me check. That's good. I actually don't see the clouds here. I still have time. I'm just gonna grab some white. I want to see some clouds. Okay, I think that's way better. Oh, this is nice. I told you that I'll be using my palette knife. So I'm just gonna get my palette knife just to give it more highlight. So I'm gonna use my white and allow the brown paint to mix with the white. And I'm gonna use the back of the palette knife and I'm gonna apply it like this, like horizontally on the tree trunks to give it more natural looking patterns. So okay, the same thing here, right here. All right, just like that. And here as well, don't forget. Okay, just like that. And I'm gonna use the same color to add more details on the sand. Again, it's not too much, but it should be there. Okay, again, white plus brown and yellow. Okay, just like that. Okay. Yeah, this looks so much better. Okay. I like this one. And I'm gonna get my white. I'm just gonna glaze a little bit right here. Again, not too much. You just want some light. Okay. I think we're done, guys. We're done. This looks good. So I'm gonna sign this now. Okay, wait. Let me just fix this part. This. Okay, this looks good. Okay, I'm gonna sign this now because we're done. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna use my black and sign right here. Okay, so I think we're done, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this one and I hope you do this one as well. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. If you're painting along with me, let me know as well in the comment section below. And share this with your friends on your social media accounts so that they know that I exist. See you in my next video. Mm, 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 mm. Love you.